the deadlift party is what we do every Sunday at the gym. And basically we get together every Sunday at the gym, which used to be San Jose Barbell, and then we've been doing the deadlift parties at my friend Austin's gym, who had taken over my spot for the last almost 4 or 5 years. And but he needed more space, so he's moved on to another spot, and we're in there now. So Austin's a great guy, hyper strength and conditioning, and so we just had our first deadlift party over there. The reason I'm bringing that up, and by the way, if you're in and around San Jose, California, and you want to come to the deadlift parties, you're more than welcome to. My objective with the deadlift party is two things. First, it's about getting together with cool people, nice people, and deadlifting. Having fun is a very, very important part of training, because then you're doing it because it's fun, and it decreases the friction. Anytime you're trying to do something that you don't find enjoyable, you're increasing the friction and you're less likely to do it. Okay. So we want to prioritize fun in our physical activity so that we'll do more of it. So we, every time during the deadlift parties, we have a great time. I always have like different types of games involved. And you know, we laugh, we have a good time, and then we also end up deadlifting a shit ton of weight. The typical setup that we do is, you know, we'll have anywhere from 5 to 10 people, and then we'll do, you know, we'll just go one after another. We'll set a timer, sometimes 10 minutes, sometimes 20, sometimes 30, depends on what we're doing that day. And we'll just go back to back for the entire time. And so the reason that we pick deadlifts to do that is because deadlifts allow you to load the most weight on your body. And the thing that causes change is putting load on your body. And out of all the exercises, it is the lowest or the shortest learning curve and the highest return, right? And so that's why I really like to use deadlifts. Even like it's what I use for assessments as well, for new people. But it's very easy to learn. You can pick it up very quickly, pun intended. And it's also cool for somebody who's, you know, a lot of people come in, they've never lifted before, and, you know, we'll start working on their form and technique, and within 20 minutes, they've lifted more weight than they've ever lifted in their life. And for a person to see that, that much change in that short of a time, that gives them the motivation to continue doing it. So that's one of the reasons why I use the deadlift a lot. And it's always the first thing that we work on with new people. So, and you know, I've had people come in, like I've had, you know, 70-year-old, 80-year-old, all the way down to like 15-year-old, 12-year-old, who've come in and within 30 minutes, they've lifted a weight that they never thought possible in their life. So, which is really cool to see. And it gets people to buy in, right? And it shows people how strong that they actually can be. So as far as like the optimal dose, why am I bringing these different things up? The deadlift party is once a week. And so we have people that come in just once a week, and they've made massive progress just lifting once a week. So, you know, a lot of times we have these ideas in our heads. I don't know what that means, 2K27. But a lot of times in our heads, we have this idea of like how much exercise we need to get results that we want. And it's actually much less than what most people think. Most of my clients, they lift twice a week. And they make massive results. For example, one of our main people right now, like Kim is 65, I believe. She had never lifted weights prior to coming to the gym. She comes twice a week, and she's gone from never having lifted to her best deadlift is like 265. And the point of me saying that is like you are capable of so much more, and what's required is actually not a lot. You don't have to spend hours in the gym. My objective is always like, what is the least amount that of input that I need to get the most out, right? And so, yeah, she's lost like 65 pounds. She's gained all this strength. She's, obviously super strong, looks great, feels great, all this kind of stuff. And so to tie it into the last thing, which is my squat, no warm up squat of 295. So I do this, one of my favorite programs is called Squat Every Day. And what you do is you go in and you squat every day. You lift something that is heavy one time and you're done. So literally, like, this is my bare minimum. And it takes about 2-3 minutes. You walk in, you load the bar, you do your squat, you leave. That's it. And so yesterday I did 295 pounds without a warm up, and all I'm doing is, and by the way, just for context, like, I'm 5'11". I'm mostly arms and legs, and I'm usually around like 160, 170 at the moment. And what's going on? And all I've been doing for this is I just do one squat every day. Now, I would tell you, like, go look at the Squat Everyday program, because it's not about lifting the heaviest weight every day. It's about a weight that you can lift with good form, the heaviest weight that you can lift with good form and technique without struggling or having to get like hyped up. Matt Perryman has a great book. It's called Squat Every Day. That kind of talks about that, or explains the thought process behind it. How do you go about doing it? And I would highly recommend checking out that book, Squat Every Day by Matt Perryman. And so the point of this is, like, if you want to get strong and healthy and look good, feel good, you just need a small dose daily. You don't have to do anything crazy. The reason why everybody thinks they have to do all this crazy stuff is because that's what's pushed out. That's what's, all over social media. Like, when you see people on social media, they're doing all these crazy workouts and like insane things, but that's not what's required to look good and feel good. It's just not. The body just responds to what you do. And small doses every day are more valuable, are more effective than trying to be like, okay, well, I'm going to do 75 hard. I'm going to do 2 workouts a day, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then you don't stick with it long term because it's not practical. So my recommendation to people, based on like, and I've been doing this. I started working out consistently and properly with good form, with good coaching in 2008. And that was always my objective, to figure out what is practical for people, what is convenient, and what is enjoyable. So if you can find stuff that is practical for you, that is convenient, that is enjoyable, you will do it more frequently, and then you will get results, right? um, I think most of us, because I say most of us because we are regular people. The influencers that you see for the most part online, like, this is their entire life. A lot of times they're much younger. A lot of times they don't have kids, they don't have responsibilities. And so, you know, this is their entire life. But for the general population, for all of us, that's not the case. So we can't take, they do have good information, right? But you can't take everything, all of their advice at face value, because it's not applicable to you, right? If you have 2 kids, 3 kids, or you have a very demanding job, and you know, you don't have just 3-4 hours a day to be in the gym doing stuff, that's not going to work for you. So if you are looking at information, or, you know, fitness people, you want to find people that have similar circumstances, because then that information is going to be more relatable, more practical for you. um, so and I've noticed the same thing. Like, obviously when I was younger, like I'm 38 now, like in my early 20s, when I started to work out consistently, I had tons of time. I wasn't married. I didn't have all the responsibilities I do now. Um, and like, I would hang out at the gym all day, right? And that's not practical anymore. I'm managing all the family business. You know, there's convenience stores, properties. Then I have my own clients in the gym. I have a lot of stuff going on. And so that not that's not going to work anymore. Um, but I'll finish it with this. Like, the good news is that you can 100% get the results that you want. And what it will take is actually so much less than what you probably think. And so look for information from that lens, and you will find it. And um, it will fit into your life better, and you will get results. Um, that's kind of like the high level stuff. Like, obviously each person is has a different circumstance, different routine, different preferences. So, you know, I would always recommend, like, if you want to have a conversation, like, reach out to somebody who fits those, kind of like that criteria, and they can help put that together for you. And the thing is, like, you might even be able to do that with AI now. Like, you can probably go on ChatGPT, tell it, like, hey, you know, I want you to create a program for me. These are the things that I like. These are the things I have available. This is my schedule, and I want to get the minimum effective dose. You know, maybe you only have 10 minutes, maybe you only have 5 minutes, maybe you only have 20 minutes. But you can tell ChatGPT this information, and it will give you a program based on that will actually get you results. Obviously, the better your prompt is, the better results you're going to get out of that. Like, some of the stuff that I might have somebody put in there is like, you know, give me information, put this program together based on, like, um, Dan John or Pavel's, you know, easy strength program. Again, one of the best programs, very short, very fast, doesn't require a lot of stuff, but extremely effective. So anyways, that's what I wanted to share. And I also want to give myself a pat on the back as well, because 295 without a warm up is the heaviest squat I've done without warming up. We used to do this all the time with the deadlift, and like I would just walk into the gym, somebody has 405 on the bar, and I would just do 405 like without warming up. And so same thing with the overhead press, same thing with the squat. And so this is my best no warm up squat that I've done. And this year I went back to this program, squat every day, and it's day 53 today. Yeah, day 53 today. And we started it off with like 225 or 245, and in less than 2 months, um, hello, in less than 2 months, I've gotten that up to where now that 295 that I did yesterday feels the same as the 245 I did at the beginning of the year. And I want to emphasize that any human can do this. I am not special. You can also build some pretty amazing levels of strength by understanding these ideas. So that's all. As always, if you want to be part of the community and you want help and guidance, I would say go join the school community. Um, I believe it's called Fun and Fitness with Friends now. And I'm in there every day answering questions. But more importantly, like, you don't have to do this on your own. Um, you can get specific answers to you um, in that community. So, anyways, I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Hope you have a great day and a great week. And I want you to keep trying. Like, looking good, feeling strong and healthy is an amazing feeling, and it's available to everybody. And yeah.